Yo, your boy's back with another deep dive, and today we talking about something that's gonna shake the culture to its core. Nas just dropped a quiet bomb that got the whole hip-hop world shook. He called Kendrick Lamar hip-hop's North Star. Not the king, not the GOAT, the North Star. Now hold up, before y'all start typing in the comments, let me break down why this title hit different. This ain't about dominance, this about direction. The North Star don't shout for attention, it guides. And Kendrick? Man been guiding this culture through chaos, trauma, and truth while everybody else been chasing clout. In a genre built on bravado, where everybody's screaming, "I'm the best," Kendrick been moving in silence like a true North Star. He don't need to convince you he's great. His light speaks for itself. From To Pimp a Butterfly to Mr. Morale, Kendrick's pen been prophetic. This man ain't chasing hits, he chasing healing. He ain't trying to go viral, he trying to go spiritual. While other rappers making music for the moment, Kendrick making music for the movement. But let's keep it 100. While Kendrick been the North Star, Drake been the industry's brightest spotlight. And there's a difference, family. Drake everywhere. TikTok trends, Billboard charts, meme moments. Boy got the whole world dancing to his rhythm. But here's the thing about spotlights versus stars. Spotlights are loud, they're bright, they demand your attention, but they also blind you. They make you focus on what's right in front of you instead of where you need to go. Drake gives us vibes, Kendrick gives us vision. One moves the crowd, the other moves the conscience. And in a culture that's been lost, we need guidance more than we need entertainment. Think about it like this. In scripture, the North Star led wise men to revelation. In hip-hop, Kendrick leads us to reflection. Drake leads us to distraction. Both got their place, but only one shows you the way. When Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, he wasn't just making a diss track. He was making a declaration. He was saying, this is what authentic hip looks like. This is what real sounds like. And the culture responded because they've been starving for that authenticity. Meanwhile, Drake been moving like he desperate for that same authenticity. Posting on social media, manufacturing beefs, trying to convince people he still got that hunger. But you can't fake what Kendrick got naturally. See, Drake mastered the art of being popular, but Kendrick mastered the art of being purposeful. Drake got the numbers, Kendrick got the narrative. Drake got the streams, Kendrick got the substance. And that's why Nas calling him the North Star is so powerful. It's not about who sells more records, it's about who provides more direction. It's not about who's more famous, it's about who's more faithful to the culture. Kendrick been that guiding light through hip-hop's darkest moments. When the culture was confused about its identity, Kendrick reminded us where we came from. When we were lost in the commercialization, Kendrick brought us back to the consciousness. Drake been the party, Kendrick been the purpose. Drake been the celebration, Kendrick been the conversation. Both necessary, but only one essential. The difference is clear as day. Drake chasing the spotlight, begging for attention, manufacturing moments. Kendrick just existing in his greatness, letting his work speak volumes. One's desperate for validation, the other's comfortable in his calling. When you think about legacy, what you want to be remembered for? Being the loudest in the room, or being the one who showed people the way? Being the most popular, or being the most purposeful? Drake gonna be remembered for the hits. Kendrick gonna be remembered for the healing. Drake gonna be remembered for the numbers. Kendrick gonna be remembered for the narrative he gave to a generation that was lost. That's the difference between a star and a spotlight. Stars provide constant guidance. Spotlights just illuminate whatever's in front of them at the moment. So when Nas drops that North Star title, he ain't just praising bars, he's pointing to a compass, a conscience, a calling. He's saying in a world full of noise, Kendrick is the signal. And that's what separates legends from entertainers. Legends don't just make you feel something, they make you do something. They change your perspective. While Drake been chasing trends, Kendrick been setting standards. While Drake been following the algorithm, Kendrick been following his conscience. While Drake been worried about streams, Kendrick been worried about souls. The culture recognizes real guidance when they see it. That's why Not Like Us hit different. That's why Kendrick's concerts feel like church services. That's why his albums get studied, not just streamed. Kendrick Lamar, hip-hop's North Star, guiding us home when we lost, showing us the way when we confused, leading us to truth when we surrounded by lies. That's what a North Star do. It don't compete with other lights. It just shines consistently, providing direction for anybody who needs to find their way. And that brings me to the realest part of this whole conversation. We living in an era where the majority of rappers done lost the essence. They became what I like to call popcorn rappers. Light, fluffy, and gone in seconds. These new cats ain't trying to be North Stars. They trying to be fireworks. Loud, flashy, get your attention for a hot minute, then disappear into the darkness. They more concerned with going viral than going deep. Look at the state of hip-hop right now. Everybody chasing the same formula. 30-second hooks for TikTok, repetitive melodies, auto-tuned everything. They making music for algorithms, not for souls. These popcorn rappers got no message, no substance, no story to tell except how much money they got, how many chains they wear, and how many women they can pull. That's it. That's the whole catalog. Meanwhile, Kendrick out here talking about generational trauma, systemic oppression, mental health, and spiritual growth. He giving us medicine while they giving us candy. The culture done got so diluted that when somebody like Kendrick drops real bars, people act surprised. Like we forgot what authentic hip-hop's supposed to sound like. We got so used to eating junk food that when somebody serve us a home-cooked meal, we don't know how to digest it. These popcorn rappers don't study the greats. They don't know about Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, or even Tupac and Biggie. They just copy whatever's trending on social media and call it original. They got no respect for the culture that birthed them. Hip-hop came from struggle, from pain, from people who had something real to say. Now it's just a business model for people who want fame without the responsibility. And don't even get me started on the ghostwriting epidemic. Half these cats can't even write their own bars, but they walking around calling themselves rappers. That's like calling yourself a chef when you only know how to use the microwave. The saddest part is that the fans done accepted this mediocrity. They streaming this trash by the millions, while real artists like Kendrick gotta fight for recognition. The culture done got so backwards that substance is considered boring. But here's what gives me hope. Every generation needs a wake-up call, and Kendrick been that alarm clock, ringing loud and clear. Not Like Us wasn't just a diss to Drake, it was a diss to this whole popcorn era. He was saying, y'all done forgot what real hip-hop sound like. Let me remind you. And the culture responded because deep down, they've been starving for that authenticity. The North Star don't just guide ships, it guides cultures back to their true north. And right now, hip-hop needed that guidance more than ever. So while these popcorn rappers keep popping and fizzling out, Kendrick gonna keep shining. Because real always outlasts fake. Substance always outlasts style. And North Stars always outlast fireworks. That's the difference between being remembered and being forgotten. Between making music and making noise. Between being a legend and being a trend. Hip-hop's North Star been shining this whole time. We just gotta stop looking at the fireworks long enough to see the light. That's what Nas was really saying. In a world full of popcorn, Kendrick is sustenance, and the culture hungry for something real. You boy out. Keep supporting the North Stars and stop feeding the popcorn machine. Whew. Peace.